We're going to be installing a paver patio here, replacing part of this pool deck. The customer decided they didn't want to do the entire pool deck at this time. I think they're going to break it up into 2 phases. Basically, we're going to do about half now and half later. We're going to do a saw cut across the concrete straight down right here, and then it's going to be pavers all here. They used to have a deck here. This is going to be pavers out to about that rock line right there, and there'll be a curve right in front of this tree. We're going to be installing a channel drain to separate the concrete and the pavers, which will be, you know, a good break so you won't have the pavers right up against the concrete. And I think their plan is to paint this concrete for the time being, like a light gray color or something close to the pavers. So back here, the design is going to change just a little bit. They're not going to keep it this wide. You can see we have a red mark right there, and then this curve, it'll kind of curve out, and then the walkway is going to stay along the house. It's going to stay about 6 feet wide, and then we're going to continue that around here, and it'll be pavers through this concrete and that rock bed over there. So right here, this will all be pavers as well. So we got all of our concrete out. This area has a nice base of 3/4 stone, which is good. We'll put our fabric on top of this and then build up our paver base on top of that. That area over there, we excavated out. We removed some of the dirt. Phil's cleaning up the edge. There's still some small river stone in there, but that's fine. That ground's super hard. That was all underneath the deck, and we're going to still put our 3/4 stone base on top of that. Right over here, you can see we found a couple little whoopsies. This was the sprinkler feed line, that thicker one, and then the thinner one just went to I guess to another head or something somewhere. All right, so we got the plumbing all squared away over here. We fixed the 2 pipes. We had the customer turn on the sprinklers, and we checked it for leaks before we covered it in sand. And then we put the sand on it to protect it. We're gonna let this side properly dry out for a day so it's not so mushy, and then I'll scrape off the muck and we'll do the base on this side tomorrow. Right now we're getting ready to get rolling over here. We're gonna get our fabric put down probably from about this wet line down to the end, all the way to the house, and then I'll start bringing in the 3/4 clean stone. This is going to be an open grade base here. All right, this is going to be our first lift. I would say it's more than half the patio. This is a larger area on this side. Right here we got this little strip, and then the walkway and the walkway. I don't know if we're going to stone this side today. I think I'm going to give this a little bit longer to dry out. I'm going to dig the slop out anyway regardless, but I think I'm going to give it another day to dry out. It's been super dry here, like I'm sure it's pretty much everywhere else. If you could see, you see the haze? Apparently that's all the smoke from the wildfires up in Canada, which is, you know, pretty crazy considering, I don't know, I think if you drew a straight line on a map, we're probably 400 or 500 miles away. Anyways, Phil's getting that lift compacted, and then I'll just keep bringing in until we get to our height. So we got our base in throughout the whole area. That's going to get pavers. Still some spots here where we got to re-level. They had these fence posts replaced, so the guys had to dig. So we got an extra mound here. We're going to get back in that hole and compact it. But everything else is pretty much good. We're getting our chip stones put down now. You can see we got our screed pipes in there. There's one there, one there, one down there. Then this guy will get moved down. We also got our channel drain put in. Oh, and don't mind the red stone. They were all out of the gray, so we had to go with red. It's the same stuff though. It's 3/8 chip stone, except it's red. But yeah, here's the channel drain. We're going to end up connecting a piece of corrugated pipe that'll come through here. You can see we dug this trench. We got all of our stuff in it right now, but it'll end up going out and discharging down there. Phil's over there cracking himself up today.
Somebody's got to.
So we got 2 pallets of pavers laid down before lunch, and we got this all screeded out here. This camera looks a little dirty. Maybe that's a little better.
Yeah, Phil's been doing everything well, Sean's been doing is just laying pavers.
Laying pavers. I'm doing all the hard work. So the goal is to hopefully try to get this section done today. We'll see. Phil usually slows down a lot after lunch. Phil's getting his pencil ready. He's gonna do something serious. So we got all of our pavers laid.
I'm gonna write my own check.
There you go. Write me one too. We got our edges marked. We're gonna have a radius right here. We're gonna have cuts all along the house so we can fit our border in. You can see we snapped our chalk line. We have inside radius here. This one, I tried to get the measurement to line up, but the concrete, the slab, is a little inconsistent, and so when I did my measurement, it didn't come out right. You can see it's unfortunate. We're only taking off, like, with this bump out, it's like ½ an inch. I was trying to get it to line up so I wouldn't have to make this one cut, but whatever, it is what it is. So then we have a turn here. This is a much softer radius, and then more cuts along the house, radius down there, cuts along the house over there, and we'll start getting our border in. We got a thunderstorm coming today, they're saying, so hopefully we can get a lot of this done before that happens, but we shall see. let me show you guys the finished product here. Got everything all wrapped up. This edge, just in case anybody's wondering, they're going to redo their driveway, so that's why we didn't bother trying to saw cut and all that. We just filled it with poly sand, and when they put the new driveway in, they're going to go right against our edging. You can see we've got a nice turn here. Turn here. Got our drain in. And what they're getting ready to do is they're going to power wash this, and then they're going to paint it this color, which is pretty close to that grate. And then this is not going to stand out as much as it does right now. That was always their plan. You can see this way. We talked about a step there, but that's only 7 inches, so I don't think a step's really necessary. They didn't either. And another turn over there. We ran some conduits. You can see that right there stubbed up. That runs all the way down next to the tree. We got a conduit from this side to right there. That's for their lighting. Their landscapers dealing with that. Their landscapers dealing with this as well. I mean, we cleaned it up a little bit. Our drain's in, comes out. We got a discharge right over here on this side. They're going to keep some rock piled up around it so it doesn't erode when it's washing out. We got the whole patio. It's pitched towards the drain from the back, and then this side pitches this way as well as this way. So we got a nice amount of runoff. It's a little less than a quarter inch a foot, but you can look at the brick line in the back there. You can see it's like at the mortar joint. Now it's slightly below, about halfway through the brick. When you get all the way to the bottom, it's, you know, all the way down to the top of the next row of brick. I didn't get every aspect of this one because we were kind of scrambling to get it done. We got a retaining wall we got to start, and we got a couple other things that's going on. So, but we did our normal compaction with the compactor with the pad on it. Then we added our poly sand, compacted it again, added some more poly sand, swept it all in, and then sprayed the water on it. Got a little bit more cleanup to do, get this stuff out of the driveway, sweep and blow this stuff off. We'll be on to the next one. So thanks for watching, guys.